Welcome everybody back to a brand new series. So we're going to be reading bad reviews on games that I absolutely love, starting with Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's get to it. So this one was by Fred Leonard. So let's get reading. Well, I mean, it's pretty. Sprawling mountain scenes and almost lifelike snow behavior is definitely easy on the eyes. However, that is both the start and the end of the pros list. The cons list starts with bloating, clumsy, and cryptic, and probably gets worse from there. Plotting. Bloating? What are you trying to say, sir? In Red Dead Redemption 2, for 2 hours, I spent about 45 minutes of that just riding around. That's it. Ride from point A to point B. Searching is difficult as the camera angles are terrible and items you're supposed to acquire are poorly highlighted, so you have to walk every single inch of everything to see if it's of value. Number one, I don't think that is true because you can have that mode that allows you to highlight items and items even light up. It sounds like this person just doesn't know how to work a controller or a mouse and keyboard. That's what I'm getting at this because it's pretty easy. It even, in the beginning tutorial, it tells you, search the house, take your time, just look in cabinets. To me, that was incredible because that has never really been done in a game before, where you are searching actual cabinets, actual drawers of a. It seems like this person just doesn't have any patience. Clumsy. The controls seem unnecessarily complicated. Guns fire erratically. Do you have a broken controller, sir? I have never had a point in Red Dead where my guy's just like, bah, 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 bah. Luckily, you don't need one to hunt deer. This is very true. Unluckily, using a bow is about 5 times more complicated. You have to hold the bowstring long, but not too long, and hit the head or neck that's maybe 2 pixels wide. Again, like, are you playing this game sitting from one end of your house and the TV's on the complete other end of the house? Cryptic. There's an attempt to sort of tease you with a story, but in 2 hours, you really still have no idea what's going on. The character voices are incredibly similar, and it took me about 10 minutes to figure out if Arthur or Dutch, if I was Arthur or Dutch, since Dutch seems to be the main character and you spend that time looking at them from the back. Don't spend your money. Heck, don't even spend someone else's money. It's painful. I don't understand how it is that this person functions on a daily basis. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to be any meaner, but I don't understand how this person functions in their daily life. Let's go to the next one. Amber Ravine, however you say your name, Big Baby Play School. Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation 4 is just a terrible game. Why not on any other console? Why does it have to be a PlayStation 4? It's made for the mentally challenged 2-year-old, has a tutorial that seems to last a lifetime, so many extras that make it too complicated, yet it's meant for mentally challenged 2-year-olds. That makes sense. An overrated game that belongs in the bargain bin. Red Dead Redemption for PlayStation 4 is corporately reviewed. Untrue, considering during the Game Awards, it got nominated for every single category. Overrated and just a headache. I'll get better kicks and satisfaction by destroying it and savagely punching it into my bin. Total waste of time and big money. It's $60, just like any other game. I'm gonna go for a walk to enjoy the natural enlightenment of the trees, breeze, flowers, and parks that cost nothing because this game has no refundable hours of your life. What they do What did they do to the ever beloved PS3 versions and the zombie? I don't think this person plays video games. And the zombie edition that took away my near job training and college studies. This is too slow, too boring, and a total lobotomy in itself. No character development, no fulfilling storylines, no freedom. Congratulations to another destroyed franchise, all of the love of money. P.S. Dave here can live in his mansion in India getting paid off for reviews. At least I'm honest and not paid off. Okay. Number 1. No character development. This person clearly, all these people I feel like play the tutorial, want a Western game where you are running, lassoing people, blasting people in first person mode. What do these people expect? No fulfilling storylines. This has got to be one of the best stories in gaming history. Scott Olinger. This game is horrible. The controls are absolutely baffling, and furthermore, nobody wants to be a murdering cowboy. What the fuck? Have you seen Yellowstone? Everyone wants to be a part of the Yellowstone. Have you played Red Dead Redemption 1? Have you seen any Western in the history of the world? Life then was miserable. Good thing you're not living that life, and you're able to play a cowboy that gets to live in this miserable life and kill a bunch of people and play an incredible story. Why would we or anyone want to recreate that? I don't know. So anything ever that has ever happened that wasn't modern life in a video game. So any Assassin's Creed, what else? I mean, anything other than Grand Theft Auto, apparently this guy just doesn't want to play. Arthur Morgan, if that even is his real name, is a brute. Every situation is solved with violence and intimidation instead of piety, and temperance, or temperance. I played this game because my sacrilegious niece said I could use some enlightenment about newer games, but it is clear that I am not the unenlightened one. Tetris was made by a communist, and I'd still consider it better than this trash. I don't have anything to say to that comment. I hope all of you hipsters and bohemians rating this game 5 stars understand that you are out of touch. The only David I trust is the statue who beat Goliath and would have given this game negative stars. Don't play this game if you want to live an uncomplicated life. Unobstructed by indecision, if you refuse to ever be subjected to sinful concepts. Oh my God. Other than that, it's a very good game with a very compelling narrative and immensely... I thought you just said it wasn't compelling and immensely lifelike immersion and engagement. If you want to engage with satanic game developers, I mean. I want to respond to this. I played and loved the first RDR, so it was with great surprise that I thoroughly did not enjoy RDR 2. They literally improved on every aspect of the first game. I don't understand. I would rate it 0 stars if I could. It has some of the most horrible mechanics ever seen in a game. The rope mechanics, the quick action from going to a cutscene to a gunfight, the lassoing people, the ragdoll effects. What are you talking about? For example, you are forced to sit through countless lines of poor dialogue. What did you just say? Poor dialogue? Oh, okay. You cannot pick the gun you want and walk with it, defaulting to some other choice. What do you just put? This person doesn't know what they are talking about. You can literally put the guns that you want in your horse, take them out, and carry the ones that you want with you. The graphics can be nice if the game does not completely break down and crash for you, in which it did for many. I mean, that part can be unfortunate, but I personally never experienced one crash with Red Dead Redemption 2. It sucks if you did. I know that there were some versions of the game that crashed and whatever else, but I personally never had the game crash on me. Matt Rafiki. This is the slowest waste if time game I've ever played. At one point, you're just galloping through the snow from one place to another for minutes with nothing happening but some inane dialogue. Mother. Have you never played Skyrim or Breath of the Wild or Elden Ring or so many games are coming, Assassin's Creed, where you were galloping around for minutes with nothing happening? I mean, I don't understand. Seriously, how are these characters so slow? I'm sure it's a good one for some deep immersion folks, but picking up cans of beans and slowly galloping all over the place is more like work than an action shooter video game for me. That's the thing. People expect every single game to be 1,000 miles per hour, shooting everything, killing everything. I don't understand. This game was incredible. I don't care what any of these idiots say. This game was incredible. Have had a bad experience. Glitchy / downright broken. Bad plot / story. Weird shooting. Bad default control scheme / setup. Obstacles constantly block / kill my horse. And I can't explore the world freely, let alone get away from bounty men when I need to. Sluggish movement / input, confusing and jumbled to the point I can never just get lost in the game because the game won't let me forget about how I'm holding a controller. What does that even mean? What the f does that mean? Rockstar, if you plan on making me stop at red lights and store my guns in my car or have a health and stamina cores in GTA 6, please let me know so I can refrain from buying it. Now, I understand the glitchy and downright broken. If you had a bad copy of the digital version or you had a bad physical disc and the game just did not work for you, that sucks. I am sorry that you had that experience. But a bad plot / story, this is known for one of the best plots and stories in the history of video games. What are you talking about? Bad default control scheme / setup. Again, this is something that if you don't like the controller situation, you can fucking change it. Just go in the fucking settings and change it. Obstacles constantly block / kill my horse, and I can't explore the world freely, let alone get away from bounty men when I need to. The horse I somewhat understand, but as long as you're not trying to traverse through the middle of the woods and stay on a path, then you are going to be fine. And not just that, but there are so many open areas in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you're constantly being blocked by obstacles or you kill your horse, to me that just means you don't know how to work one of these. That's all I got to say about that. So we're going to read one more before we cut the video. So this one is from Don M. This game is much too slow for me. It was boring as hell. Too many video cutscenes and endless useless chatter between characters. The attention paid to detail was so over the top that it detracted from the story. Just seemed like endless side stories going no place. To be fair, I like first-person shooter games, and this just seemed like endless horseback rides that added nothing to the story. It's reviews like this that really irritate me, because it is people that play nothing in their life besides Call of Duty and Battlefield, and they finally go and try a game that actually has meaning to it, that actually has something to give. And people don't like that. People want a game that's mindless, that they can sit on the couch or in a gaming chair and just play with their friends for 6 hours and then hop off and not worry about what is going on in the story or what was done to make this incredible game or all the attention to detail. They just want a fast-paced game that, again, it's just mindless. The amount of people that say that this story is terrible are people with zero patience, people with zero attention spans, people that have zero attention to detail. I don't understand how people can even say that this story was terrible. To me, I said that this was like a top 2, top 3 game for me of all time, and it's because of the story. I have been playing video games for about 25 years now, almost my entire life. And when a game like this comes out, it makes me remember why I became a gamer. There is just so much to this game to love. The characters, the story, the level of detail, the freedom you have to literally make that world your own and kind of just go and do what you want. There are treasure missions. There are hidden secret missions throughout the entire world. There are treasure hunts. There's just all these different things that you can do that bring that world to life. And chapter 1, it shows a house being built. And by the time you get to chapter 4, that house is now built. There's just so much in this game. And I don't understand how you can give this game a 1 star. I understand that if you're used to only playing Call of Duty and Battlefield, the controls can be weird, they can be awkward, but I feel like people get angry that they don't know how to switch from Call of Duty or Battlefield, and they're not good enough at video games to transition to another game that feels different than those games, and they can't get good at that game. So they blame that game that they can't play or get better at for them being stuck and, being stuck in one category of games, and they're not good at anything else. It's just, oh God. I knew this was going to piss me off, but I did not know it was going to piss me off this much. I've got to get off.